few know the truth.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And today I want to talk about the reveal and announcement trailer for Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2 remastered for the current generation of hardware and for PC. Guys, I am floored and excited for this because I grew up playing this whole entire series and I absolutely fucking loved them. Loved them. And long story short, Blood and Legacy of Kain was my very first game in the series, and it's one of the reasons why I got into gaming in the first place is because of this series as a whole. And it was because of Blood and Legacy of Kain. So basically what I'm saying is that Blood and Legacy of Kain had a strong impact for me, specifically. But again, this whole entire series was very strongly impacted towards a lot of people. So again, I really think when it comes to the Legacy of Kain franchise as a whole, other than Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2, is the fact that, this whole entire franchise, it was just everything of what this whole entire series was able to do. Time travel, different types of timelines like pre-Blood Omen era, Soul Reaver era. We have all these different timelines in this whole entire series, or saga, I would say. And I think that's where this series was it was not just influential, it was the preservation of what we're getting now with the remasters. And that is one thing I really want to talk about here very briefly here, as I may. And, I think when it comes to preservation of old school games, much like the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver series, or much like Spyro, and I think where I'm trying to get to, my apologies on this, is that I think it's a good idea that they did this. I really, really do, because I do believe that, if they did do a remake, I don't think it would have been all that great, to be honest with you, because of the fact that, they would have to go through all the hoops to really bring the nostalgia back in a remake, but sometimes it doesn't always work. And because I have played remakes of games other than like the Dead Space remake, I might add, for one specific reason, which was awesome. I love the remake for Dead Space. It was worth it because I thought it was so much better than its original context of the game. But the original game of Dead Space was absolutely amazing. Anyways, but point being, going back to the Legacy of Kain series, other than Soul Reaver 1, not excluding Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2, because I think where Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2 is concerned is that these games were just one of the best other than the other games in the series. And it was the fact that you're getting a different type of perspective of a story from someone like Raziel, or from Kain, from Blood and Legacy of Kain, or Blood and 2, or Defiance. But again, I think that's the whole entire reason and purpose of what this whole entire series was able to provide. It was the narrative story themes. It was the philosophies of this entire franchise as well. And I think, how can you not play a game series like this and playing like Raziel or Kain, being such badasses to a certain degree? And, when you're playing as Raziel in Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2, or even Defiance, you're shifting between realms, for Pete's sake, right? And what's not to love about that? And I think that's so provocative and very deep to a unique way. And, playing as Kain in Defiance, though, or in Blood Omen 2, or even Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, man, it would be ridiculous of what those games would look like in remastered form, or even the Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. That would be really good to have a remake other than having it being remastered. So, point being, I just really think that this whole entire series is strongly willed, and we'll see what future holds for this whole entire series as well. So this is Jake from Citizen JV. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below, guys. And I'll chat you guys later, and I hope that you all guys have a great fun time playing this game later this year in the winter of 2024. Peace, guys.